Hello children. In today's video, we are going to learn about rules for changing direct speech into indirect speech. Children, you already know that there are two ways of relating what a person has said. One is direct and the other is indirect. That is the reported speech. In direct speech, we quote the actual words of the speaker as Anil said, "I am ill now," written within inverted commas. So, in the indirect speech, we give the exact meaning of a remark or a speech but without necessarily using speaker's words, such as Anil said that he was ill then. Now, in this example, Anil said, comma, inverted comma, "I am ill now." Said is the reporting verb and "I am ill now" are the actual words of the speaker. So, what are the changes that we have from direct speech into indirect? The conjunction "that" is used before the indirect statement. The pronoun "I" is changed to "he." The verb "am" is changed to "was." The adverb "now" is changed to "then." Let's go through the rules for changing direct speech into indirect speech. Rule number 1. If in the reporting verb we have present or future tense, the tense of the reported speech is not changed. He says "I am ill" will remain same. He says that he is ill. He will say "I was ill." It will remain same. He will say that he was ill. Rule number 2. In the reported verb, if it is in past tense, then the reported speech will also take one of the forms of the past tense. For example, present simple becomes past simple. For example, in direct, if we have the sentence "I play tennis," within inverted, he said, it will change in direct. He said that he played tennis. Present continuous becomes past continuous. "I am playing tennis," he said, will change to he said that. "I am" will change to he was playing tennis. Similarly, present perfect, "I have played tennis for 2 years," he said. Remove the inverteds, you will put that. He said that. I will change to he. Have will go to past tense of perfect. He had played tennis for 2 years. I went to school yesterday. Children, this is important to learn. When we have simple past tense in the direct speech, it will change to past perfect tense in the indirect speech. I went to school yesterday. He said will change to he said that, removing inverted that. I went will change to past perfect. He had gone. With had we use third form of the verb. So third form of the verb that we use will be gone to school. Now yesterday will change to the previous day. Similarly, present perfect continuous will become past perfect continuous. I have been will change to he had been. I shall, the future, will change to conditional he would. Next year will change to the following year. Similarly, future perfect I shall have will change to conditional perfect he would have. Next May will change to the following May. Now, the important thing to note is that universal truth or habitual fact, they do not change. For example, he said ice melts when it is heated will not change. He said that ice melts when it is heated. In the indirect speech, remove inverted, use that and simply write the sentence without any change. Then for "we shall go on a holiday" will change to, as I said, to conditional. He told me they would go on a holiday. For the change of person, similarly, first and second persons in direct speech will change in indirect speech to third person. I and you will become he, she. My and your, singular, will change to his, her. We, you, the plural, will change to they. Our, your, plural, they will change to their. Examples, here Ali said, I have been. It will change to that he had been. Always remember, removing the inverted, you will write that. I will change to he, have to its past tense, had. The teacher said to the boys, you should do your work regularly. The teacher told the boys that reported verb can be changed from said to told. The boys, now here see what is important. With said we have used to, but with told we are not using to. So said to the boys, whereas told the boys. That, removing inverted, we have used that. You should will change to they should. Do your work, do their work. Let's take next example. The nurse said, Renu, you should take your medicine. The vocative case here is turning into object in the indirect speech. So nurse told Renu that she should take her medicine. Now if the pronoun he or she stands for different people, then what to do? It will be better if along with the pronoun you write the name of the person indicating it. Like here, Nidhi said to Nisha, I like your dress. Nidhi told Nisha that she, who is she here? Nidhi, lied her, who is for her? For Nisha's dress. So, in the bracket, Nisha's. Now, there are words which express nearness of time or place. They are changed into words showing distance. For example, now will become then, this to that, here, there, these, those, hence, thence, hither, thither, thus, so. Ago will become, it will change to before, come, go, today, that day, yesterday, the previous day. Tonight, that night. Last night, the previous night. Tomorrow, the next day. Look at the examples here. The manager said, I am very busy now. The manager said that. We have removed the inverted, that. The manager said that. I am, he was. Very busy, very busy. Now will change to then, full stop. She said, it may rain tonight. She said that. It may will change to might, past tense. Rain will remain. Tonight will change to that night. Come to the next page in your book, that's page number 98. Assertive sentences, how do we change them? He said to Ravi, you are a brave boy. He told Ravi that he was a brave boy. The tense and the pronoun are changed. When you report questions, how do you make the changes from direct to indirect? What is your name? Mr. Smith asked the boy. For such interrogative direct sentences, we will write Mr. Smith asked the boy. Children, we have removed the inverted and also removed the question mark. And there is inversion of the helping verb and pronoun. Mr. Smith asked the boy what his name is will change to past tense was without question mark. Now it will be full stop. Then he asked them, have you seen this man? Question mark. This question is going to be yes or no. The answer to this question will be yes or no. In these cases, we use whether or if. So he asked them, instead of putting that here, after removing the comma, in such situation where the answer is yes or no, you will use whether or you can use if. They had, inversion here also, have and you, they will interchange their place and change of pronoun and change of tense also we will witness here. They have will change to had, seen this man, this will change to that man, full stop. Or he asked them if they had seen that man, whether or if. Then, why did you spoil it, Reena? Said Meenakshi. Children, this also you remember. If we have the simple past tense in the reported speech, this simple past tense is going to change to past perfect tense. So, why did you spoil it, Reena? Said Meenakshi. Meenakshi asked Reena why. Then interchange. She, you will change to she. Did will change to had, past perfect. So, with had, we again will have the third form of the verb, that is spoil, spoiled, spoiled. So, spoiled it. Now, in this sentence, did you eat spicy food, John? Said Jenny. Now, did. Children, here in your book, it's written in positive indirect questions, do and did of interrogative disappear. So, did. You can change this to do here. Little correction. So, do you eat spicy food, John? If you have the present tense with a question, how will you change it to past tense? Jenny asked John whether he ate spicy food. Here, because you are writing assertive, there is no need of writing did. So, do you eat spicy food, John? That is the correct sentence here. Corrected from did to do. The answer will be Jenny asked John whether he ate spicy food. For the negatives also, don't you like to play cricket, Amar? Don't with not. Do not you or don't you like to play cricket, Amar? Asked Ravi. Ravi asked Amar if he didn't like to play cricket. When does the school reopen for the next session? Said Fatima. Fatima inquired. Wanted to know, inquired. These verb changes can be there. When the school. Now when, again interchange of the noun and the helping verb. When the school. Does will change to did, but because it is assertive, so we will not use did, we will simply use the past form of reopen. When the school reopened, instead of using did, we have simply used the past form of reopen, that is reopened for the next session. What are you doing, Krishna? Said Kevin. Kevin asked Krishna. It's a question. So Kevin asked Krishna, what? Interchange again. He, are will change to was, doing. A full stop. Instead of question mark, it will be a full stop. Now for imperative sentences which will have the command, which will have advice or request, there would be variety of verbs which can be used. Command, order, bid, tell. Propose or suggest for proposal. Forbid for prohibition. Entreaty can be written as pray or beg or entreat. For the imperative, the imperative mood is changed to infinitive. That is not used. Instead, we use to or should. And the rules for change of pronouns, they must be observed here. For example, she said to me, please give me your book. She is doing what? Please means requested. So use the verb. She requested me to do what? To give her, infinitive, to give her my book. John said to his servant, go out at once. It's an order. So use the verb ordered. Now look here, said to, but with ordered we don't use to. Then go out will change as to go, infinitive again. So John ordered his servant to go out at once. With let, how do we use? He said to me, let us have some tea. It's a proposal or suggestion. So we can write he proposed to me or he suggested to me that we should have some tea. He said, let me have some water. Now let me can be changed to he wished that he might have some water. If it is not a proposal, then it's like you are taking permission. So it's like he might have some water. Exclamatory sentences. The reporting verb say or tell is changed to exclaim, cry out, wish, pray, confess, according to the emotion. So exclamatory form is changed into statement form, and mark of exclamation is replaced by full stop. And all the interjections are omitted. Like hurrah or ha, we will write emotion of joy, hush, emotion of attention, alas, express grief. What or oh expresses surprise. Bravo or here expresses approval. Pooh expresses contempt. She said, alas, he is dead. We will remove alas. But alas means what kind of exclamation? She cried out with sorrow. That what? That he was dead. Full stop. Sign of exclamation is removed. Interjection is removed. Hurrah, we have won the match, shouted the cricket team. The cricket team, hurrah, indicates shouted with joy that what? That they had, have will change to had, won the match. Soldiers said curse on the traitor. So, curse on the traitor, they might be bitter in emotion. So, the soldiers bitterly cursed the traitor. Children, this is what you have in your 10th class Total English book. But for further study, I recommend that you study from 8th class English Comprehensive Grammar book for more practice. Thank you, children.